Chapter 1. What is concentration? Concentration is a word that becomes a part of our life at an early age. As students, we are told by our parents and teachers to concentrate on our studies and acquire other skills. As adults, our bosses tell us to concentrate on our jobs. But is there anyone who teaches us how to concentrate? We have asked this question to thousands of people, including students, teachers, and parents, in numerous workshops that we have conducted across the country. You will not be surprised by the answer. Almost everyone said no, even as every single person admitted to have always been told by their parents, teachers, bosses, and others in their lives to concentrate on whatever they were doing. Isn't it amazing? We all know that concentration is very important in any kind of work we do, be it studies, driving, cooking, texting, etc. We often experience it in our daily lives, but very few of us understand exactly what it means or how to master it. You will find different definitions of concentration across sources. The most common ones are listed below. Concentration is focusing on one task at a time. It is controlling your mind at will. Concentration is a stage when you are taking interest in one task. Ekagrata is the Sanskrit word for concentration. It means giving prominence to only one thought in the midst of many thoughts. All of these are correct in their own way and in essence talk about the same idea. But as concentration is an intangible thing and has many different characteristics, let us try to understand it through the story of a scientist. There once was a man who was totally engrossed in an important research project. He spent days in his study working on his research, completely neglecting his family members and other daily affairs. His wife understood the importance of his work and his behavior did not bother her at first. In fact, she prepared his favorite dishes every day, taking the utmost care that they were cooked just the way he liked them. Days passed, but there was not a single word of appreciation from the scientist about the food his wife served him lovingly. After a month, the wife lost patience and decided she would start serving him food without salt. She thought this might catch the scientist's attention and he would at least complain about it. To her disappointment, the scientist ate the food without even noticing it was saltless. This went on for a quite few days. One morning, just as the scientist took the first bite of the saltless breakfast served to him by his wife, he made a face and asked, "Have you forgotten to add salt in my food?" The wife looked at him, surprised, and asked, "Are you done with your research?" The scientist said, "Yes. Late last night, I completed my work and will submit it today. But how do you know?" The wife stood there with a mysterious smile on her face. During the research, the scientist was totally engrossed in the task at hand. For him, nothing else mattered. This is an example of 100% concentration. Concentration is not just about focusing on one thing, but also about disconnecting from all other things that might take away our attention from the task at hand. Ignoring other things does not mean they are not important. It means those things are not our top priority at that time. Now you might wonder, in a world full of distractions and disturbances, is it possible to attain 100% concentration on a single task? Yes, it's possible. Look around you. You will see a child playing a game on a phone or a tablet with complete concentration. It's not difficult to find love-struck couples engrossed in conversation or just lost in each other's eyes, even in a fully packed bus or a metro coach. A person reading a book with full concentration and unaffected by the commotion around is not a rare sight. Let's try finding a common thread in all the situations mentioned above. The lovers are lost in each other because of their love. Children play games on the gadgets because they love the thrill and excitement that the game brings. which come with attaining the highest scores. The scientist in the story related earlier was passionate about the completion of his research, which was his goal. The common thread here is the love for the task at hand. When you love something, your brain focuses all its power and attention on it. Hence, you are able to automatically achieve the concentration you desire. In order to have complete concentration, you need to have love and passion for your task. Observe the successful people around you, whether they are professionals, businessmen, students, sportspersons, or homemakers. You will notice that they love doing their work. If you ask them how many hours they work, most of them will tell you that they lose track of time when they are working. How can we develop such concentration in every task we do? The secret to absolute concentration. During one of my maths workshops, when I told the participants that I once created a national record certified by Limca Book of Records for fastest calculation, writing a times table of a 13-digit number in 1 minute 13 seconds. One of them asked me if I had been good at calculations ever since I was a child. Here is how that conversation went. I learned the fast calculation techniques at a later stage in life and practiced them to master the speed. I answered his question, how long should I practice if I want to become like you? About 2 hours every day. If I practice for 2 hours every day for the next 6 months, will I be able to calculate as fast as you? The participant asked curiously. Well, it all depends on you. You may take longer or you may even become better than me in that much time. But always keep one thing in mind. No matter how long you take, don't let go. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you practice something every day, you will surely become an expert at it one day. The keyword here is practice. Now just think of what you practice most often. Distraction. Not just for 2 hours, but for about 12 to 13 hours every day. All our waking hours, we practice distraction, and you will agree that we are getting better at it. We get distracted by even a slight knock on the door, even though we were engrossed in a very important task. We talk on the phone while cooking or driving without caring about the consequences. What should we practice instead? Concentration. You must remember two things about concentration. First, that it is a skill and therefore has to be learnt and practiced. Second, that it is a willful act and cannot take place automatically. You should be willing to learn it. No one can teach you anything unless you yourself are willing to learn. Let's do an activity to experience concentration. Sit comfortably with your back straight and feet relaxed. Take a deep breath. Breathe slowly and deeply. Try to relax as you breathe. Now become consciously aware of the room around you. The chair you are sitting on. Now think about your birthdays over the years. Which one pops up in your mind? How did you celebrate it? What was the best birthday gift you received that day? Think about the person who gave you that gift. Who all were present at the time? Your friends or family members? Think about how you felt at the time and try to relive those wonderful moments. Now become aware of the room again. Become aware of the chair you are sitting on. You will of course remember the exact date of these memories as your birthday falls on the same day every year. But you might not remember the year. This is because we don't create memories in terms of days, months, and years. Our memories are made of moments associated with particular thoughts, interests, emotions, people, places, or events with which or with whom we were fully engaged. In the above activity, we led your conscious mind to one such moment of your life, and as a result, you were able to focus only on that moment. As you thought more about that moment, every detail became clearer in your mind. That is concentration. investing your thoughts, emotions, and mental energies in one thing. While performing the above activity, your thoughts might have wandered away from your birthday. For example, while visualizing a friend at the party, you might have remembered another moment or experience you shared with them. In the process, taking your thoughts away from your birthday. When that happens, gently bring your attention back to your birthday. Bringing back the attention to the subject in focus is one of the important ways to improve your concentration. The more you pull your attention away from different distractions and focus on the task at hand, the easier it becomes for you to concentrate. We face distractions every day of our lives, and with every task that we do, we then spend all our energies in trying to keep our focus on the task at hand. But we also need to detach ourselves from the things that are diverting our attention from our work. Only then will we achieve full concentration. Concentration is not just about connecting your mental and physical energies to one task, but also about disconnecting from the things not relevant to the task.